Hey, Stavi. Hey, Eldest, and esteemed guest. I long-time listener, second-time caller. I think I called once, and the first one was stupid, so you guys didn't do anything with it. This one's probably pretty stupid too, but I just need a little bit of advice. So I am an uncle to two nephews. One of them is 3. The other one is less than a year. The one that is less than a year is definitely the chillest of the two. And the oldest is a fucking nightmare to be around. I used to love him. He used to be super chill. But once he started turning 3 and 4, he's become an absolute fucking nightmare to be around. I am struggling with the fact that as just a person, I hate kids. I despise them. They're sticky. They're gross. They're annoying. They're just overall unpleasant to be around. But I feel like that is coming into conflict with the unspoken rule that as his uncle, I am meant to look past all that, I guess, and just pretend that he isn't a little piece of shit and, like, be cool with him. Like, then I get into all the things that he's done to piss me off. I mean, just existing, honestly.
Fucking nervous.
As horrible as that might sound. I don't know. I guess ultimately my question is it okay for me to kind of hate my nephew? Like, is he going to grow out of this? Is there a chance that he's going to be like, you know, like a shithead his entire life? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like the way my brother and his wife are raising him, because they don't beat him, which is good, I guess. But you know, as a kid that got beat a time or two as a kid, it definitely set me straight.
That's the problem. He'd be way chiller if he got hit. Are you out of your fucking mind? You fucking idiot. No one who got hit is better off because of it. In fact, some of them grow up to resent the weak so much, resent that they can't hit children, that they become dickheads about it and claim that they don't like kids because they're sticky and loud.
Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine has kids, and him and his wife had a no spanking thing, and then like they were trying to leave, and the daughter wasn't getting ready or whatever, just being like a terror, like a real dickhead, and the wife was like, "It's time," and he spanked his daughter. And he said, like, she couldn't believe it. Like, most of the tears were about, like, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, you betrayed me.
Yeah.
The person who's supposed to look out for my safety harmed me.
But they was never a problem again.
Yeah, and look, now he has a punctual daughter who resents him on some level, or
again, when you have kids, dude, my girl's a kid, so it's like, it's
hitting is tough.
Hitting. There's gonna be no hitting.
You know what this is? This is back to our were we better off when there was no romance? And it's like, did kids listen more when you hit them? Yes. But they also then hit their wives.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes. But sometimes they didn't. And you gotta take that into consideration. So what I'm saying is, I think it's like you've heard the thing in the black community, like, I'm going to hit you so that white people don't hit you in the future, and it's going to be way worse. There are useful forms of spanking that are instructive and pro-social.
I don't know that I believe that, actually. I think hitting your kid is probably just abuse on most of the time. And I think, like, I haven't looked at the literature. But like I looked at it.
I brought it downstairs. So
I did look. There was like, when I was younger, there was so many. I kind of looked at it a little bit because of how many, like, you gotta beat your kids, like, jokes I would encounter, and I almost as like a shitty, early 20s
a guy who had a guy who had a library card and a avid viewer of BET Comic View.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, yes. Yeah. And so I was like, this can't be true. And I really don't think it's ever good. It's obviously harder. And it has the more, there's more chaos to it. But what this guy's talking about is we can table the should you hit your kids conversation, because I think this guy is just like, because his question is about like my nephew's vibes are off.
Yeah,
Am I an asshole?
Can I hit some vibes into him? You can't, I don't, kids are going to be what they're like.
Yeah, and
and boys are like a handful.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that I
sure.
wasn't even aware of. Like, he wakes up and it's like go time.
Yeah.
Until he goes to sleep, and he doesn't want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's a fight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like, it's relentless.
I just experienced, like, my friend's kid, he's just getting out of baby and kind of he's like 2.5 almost. Actually, he's almost 3. And this is the age where he's like I showed him at like sword fighting for the first time. She was like, he's tried to sword fight me.
You can't
every day since you
can't
left.
introduce it.
Yeah,
you can't
he's
introduce
so
certain
pumped.
kinds of violence or like activity.
And to the point where he saw him, I stopped by their house right before bedtime. He saw me, his fucking eyes lit up.
Yeah.
He comes, he brings me. I'm going to get him a sword for his birthday. I'm going to get him like foam swords. Right now, he has a pizza set, and it's like we were sword fighting with little spatulas or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He sees me, he goes right to the fucking spatulas, and he's like, and he's just like, he choreographs a fight we did a month ago to a baby. A guy who's been alive 26 months. That's 1/26th of his life ago, but he remembers it. He's like, this is one of my most cherished memories. It's a sword fight with, my mom's friend. So like, and yes, and he's a fucking handful, and he's like energetic.
Don't hit him.
I'm not going to hit him. He's too sweet. He's too
great.
cute.
You don't need it.
And I did, by the way, I did see, and he started crying, and they were like he didn't want to go to bed. He wanted to keep sword fighting. And my friend did something that looked annoying. Like, I saw it. I saw it in their eyes. She was like, she talked him through his emotions, and it took like a half hour. And it would have been a lot easier to fucking backhand him, but he's going to be better off, because he went through that.
What's worked for you in terms of discipline in your life?
Me personally?
Yeah. In terms of just like I like have like locked my computer. I had a TV lock. I've like my mom used to lock the TV up. Like I'm not prone to have good work habits. I'm like prone to be lazy, procrastinate, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I've had to institute shit to make myself better at it. So that's why when I hear about hitting, it's like it's the next level.
You wish you could hit yourself? Is that what you're saying?
I do hit myself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
When I saw the Tom Hanks Da Vinci Code, the guy who whips himself, I was like, yo, I didn't know that shit is wild.
Yeah.
I like this term self-flagellation I was aware of. I didn't know they had a device.
Right. Yeah, what's worked for me is...
And then it was on Amazon Prime.
Of course, yeah. And it's for sex, usually, but you figure...
Or writing.
Yeah. We're banging out that screenplay.
Yeah.
What's worked for me is literally nothing. I mean, nothing ever. It's like things have to get so bad that like I even right now, it's like it's cycles of like despair, and then like... Yeah, I'm nothing. I'm the defining struggle of my life will be discipline around food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been able to cut out drugs. I've been able to even like put together hard periods of like, but if I don't, what's worked for me is like solely focusing on something when it's gotten so bad it needs all my attention, right? And I think that cycles of shame and guilt into like, that's kind of how I'm. So I don't know. I'm not, I have I have my own, psychological issues, but when it comes to this guy, his attitude just sucks dick when it comes to this kid.
It's terrible. I almost don't think he should be allowed near the kids.
Yeah. It's like, look, dude, he's a fucking kid. Also, you're like, I hate kids thing. It's like, it's a little corny when I hear people say that shit. Because like, I'm not even somebody who's sold on whether I want to have kids, right? Because it's a lot of work and it's a lot of like you dedicate, whatever. But I like being somebody who wants to be childless and understanding that you don't want to have a kid is different than being like, kids suck. It's like, no, we're all fucking kids.
Yeah.
It's a part of humanity. It's like, even if you don't have kids, it's like, it's nice to be around kids. Also, it's like there's positives, like that level of innocence, that level of like, someone who's not self-conscious at all.
Yeah,
it's like,
or it's pure earnestness.
Pure earnest,
Yeah.
and also like honest with you about exactly what they're feeling at all times. There's like things you can learn things from children too, the way they can learn, like not being a complete fucking asshole, around you. And it's like, and you just have to, by the way, model that behavior, and like, who knows, whatever. And it's like your brother or sister and their husband or wife, they might just be overworked. This kid might just be a handful. Like my brother now, who is the easiest guy to get along with and the most dependable member of my family by far, was a fucking terror when he was a little kid. He was just super energetic, hard to like, and also kids grow out of it. It's like, I just don't like that whole vibe.
Yeah,
of like,
the thing of like,
kids
I wish
suck.
I could, like,
That's
and he'll
pathetic.
get better. The kid will get, his vibe will get better as he ages.
Yeah. I also, like, by the way, I don't know that your vibes are good. Are you the judge of good vibes?
You're not sure?
Yeah. I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
This is something that happens in families all the time too.
But
where
you also
it's
have to
like-
walk the line because he's a fan.
Right.
So you don't wanna-
listen,
you don't wanna
we're
lose
at the point
him.
where we can lose them
Yeah,
easy.
go ahead.
We can lose one or two. What were you going to say, Elders?
I feel like it happens in families all the time too, where like, from childhood, you just attach certain like characteristics to a kid where like that informs every interaction
Sure.
you have with this kid
That's
for
to
the
your
rest
point.
of your life. So, check yourself, like, if you're doing that, is this kid gonna be like 17 one day and just like a totally normal high schooler, and you're like, oh, here's this annoying fucking bitch.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Because he
he's
had a
such-
bad day when he was 4.
Yeah.
Now you think he's a piece of shit for life. That's a
Yeah.
great point.
It's also a different kind of engagement with a kid. It's like, it's not for you.
Totally. And by the way, this also could mean you're not around the kid enough, right?
Yeah.
Like you see him every 6 months, and like you said, you barely know who he is. You might
Yeah.
have caught him on an outlier day. Like I've been around the kid I was
If
talking
you're the kid,
about.
call in. Let us know what's happening.
Dial on your little Fisher Price phone and let us know what's going on. But yeah, I've been around my friend's kid enough where I've seen him behave lots of different ways.
Yeah.
And like now with my nephew, I'm like, I need to be around him at least once a month
Yeah.
so that I actually have a real relationship
Yeah.
with him, even though I live in a different city. So it's like, I got a hunch you're contributing to that. And also the funny thing is, one thing I love about kids too is that they just, when they don't like you, they'll
Yeah.
tell you. There's nothing better than when there's like a piece of shit in the family, like some shitty grandpa or something, and everyone's like walking on eggshells around him, and nobody, everyone's like and the baby's like, I don't like Grandpa Marty.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he has to be like,
Yeah.
I mean, that old expression, from the mouth of babes
Yeah.
or whatever. It's like, there's a reason for it. But anyway, we side with the baby. Grow up, dude. He's a fucking kid. Stop being an asshole.